Question is using contraceptive methods during sexual intercourse, like condoms and whatnot, flavored, they call it now flavored condom to enjoy the oral part of the sex and whatnot. Permissibility, halal, haram. What do you think?
Well, wearing condoms or similar contraceptives for women, this is permissible. This is definitely permissible. In order to, in order to arouse further towards oral sex, the question was answered in the beginning of the session. But it's definitely much lesser than if it is without the condom or the such contraceptives, because there will be a direct contact with the genitals, which we said that we should really avoid it for many reasons: pathological, medical reasons, and also the religious reason.
There are many types of.
But we didn't say it is haram.
Yes. There are many types of contraceptives. The reversible ones generally are permissible, but the condition is you must look at the side effects for you with that particular contraceptive. A lot of people complain that the pill causes long-term bloating and it has long-term effects, and then later.
And DVTs.
Yes.
It has a lot of.
It has a lot of side effects. So some people prefer the IUD or the coil or different types of medication.
I heard about that. IUD is very popular.
Yes,
very
and
popular.
you have to make sure that whatever is suitable. Perhaps a lot of people suggest that the condom is probably the most suitable. It might be uncomfortable for the male. Yeah. كنا نعزل والقرآن ينزل يعني. So the withdrawal method is effective only for those who have control of it.
Withdrawal
a lot of people
ejaculation, but
outside, yes.
The genitals.
So basically, there is a permissibility there, obviously. But one last thing I want to just add, when talking about medication and having medications, this issue of Viagra and the issue of medication to enhance one's libido and one's So in Islam, generally, you should not take medication without necessity. A guy says he's performing normally and he wants to outperform himself, so he has that and he dies of a heart attack because that dilates everything. And it's dangerous, it has long-term effects, then you will not be able to do it without that medication. So be careful. Yes, if you're eating healthy, you're sleeping healthy, and you're exercising well, you will automatically be able to operate better. But if you are a person who doesn't eat well, you don't sleep well, you perhaps have habits, perhaps maybe smoking or drinking, whatever, astaghfirullah al-azim, and drinking is not even supposed to be in the picture and so on. But if people have those, then obviously you're going to weaken your own strength, So to have that medication is not recommended. It's not a good thing unless you need it. If someone really needs something, then there is permissibility. So why I want to say this is a young guy, 25 years old, just got married. He says, Sheikh, you know what? I'd like to use this medication. What do I say?
Some people on the night of consummating the marriage, even before experimenting this before, they are given a lot of things to take in order to enhance their sexual ability, and they end up with a terrible night. They rupture the genitals of their spouses and so on.
You know why they do that, Sheikh? I heard from some of my clients, because of the fear of failing during the first night. As a result
let me take advantage of this and add to the viewers something really important. Actually, a couple of things. Number one is, when you were speaking about contraceptives, you mentioned a specific thing. We're not talking about the hukm of contraceptives in general. This is another matter, delaying the conception. You were talking about it in order to facilitate the oral sex. Okay, so this is something that we discussed. We did not address the hukm of contraceptives in general in order to postpone or to prevent pregnancy and conception. Secondly, every couple, before you get married, you have to attend courses or classes or counseling sessions, and it is very useful, and it enhances the ability of passing this night safely, knowing how to handle your spouse, and it is for both men and women. Thirdly, if a couple are not enjoying their sexual relations for a reason or another, sometimes they cannot communicate the message or get the message across to each other. Accordingly, they go into their own cave and they start browsing and enjoying their life in private, their miserable life in private. And that's why I would like to add one more time, wallahi, counseling has helped a lot of families, even in this very private manners, especially when the counselor, medical counselor, religious counselor, knows what he or she is talking about, and they keep their conversation, your conversation with them very confidential, with absolute privacy, and give you some medical or religious hints and steps, scheme to follow. You will see a great deal of improvement. A lot of divorce cases, they were on the edge of divorce because of not finding a solution. Then when they spoke about it, and in the counseling sessions, they realized that it is solvable, it is treatable. So do not jump into conclusion in the final result, which is divorce, before finding a treatment, before giving yourself a chance to find out whether this is something that you can overcome or not. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, إِنَّمَا الْعِلْمُ بِالتَّعَلُّمِ. You know, we didn't learn reading and writing. Mufti Menk has not become Mufti Menk, and Wa'il Ibrahim has not become Wa'il Ibrahim overnight. It's a matter of learning and practicing, and in turn getting certificates, experience, in order to share all of that with the viewers and have our video or 1 hour video and so on. So it takes ages. And that's why even the relationship, the very private relationship between a man and wife, every person thinks that I know better. I'm an expert on that. Wallahi, it seems like you don't know nothing. You know, really, you don't know nothing. You need to learn. And the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was pioneering that. And he taught us so many things in this regard. May Allah's peace and blessing be upon us.
Alhamdulillah. Barakallah feekum. Jazakumullah khairan. You
Can
want to
I-
add something?
yes.